Lex Reads. So in today's video, I wanted to do my August wrap up. And you guys know in my wrap up, I always do what I listened to, what I read, and what I watched for the whole month. And before we get started, I want to thank you guys so much because I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers, which is crazy. And I want to thank everybody who has liked, comment, and subscribed. And thank you guys so much just for clicking on my videos, really interacting with me. Again, thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. So yes, now let's get into my August wrap up. Okay, y'all. For the month of August, I only read one book. You guys know last month, if you watch my July wrap up, I read the most ever in my whole reading journey. I read 13 books. I was on an audio kick, I was on a romance kick, I was just reading them. And it looks like after I did that, I kind of got into almost kind of like a book hangover where I just was consuming so much, reading so much, I literally couldn't stop. So in the month of August, I really took it slowly, like really. So for the book, I read our August Unsung book club pick was The Supremes at Earl's All You Could Eat by Edward Kelsey Moore. I really did enjoy this so much. I love the way that he wrote these three characters. They're three friends. You have Odette, Clarice, and Barbara Jean. It's set in Indiana, Plainsville, Indiana, and you know they've known each other since they're about 16, 17 years old, and they always hang out at this restaurant. You just see each one's lives, their personal professional life. You have Odette. She is like the tough one, call it like it is. You have Clarice. She is a pianist and she's like head over heels for her husband, and he just does some he does some stuff. And then you have Barbara Jean. Her whole life has just been so difficult, you know, having a mom that was an alcoholic. You know, she doesn't know her father, just kind of like unwanted a little bit. And she has some tragedies that happen in her life, and you know she deals with things. Overall, this is a very good book. I rated this 4 stars. It was that good. Okay, so that is it for the books. But even though I read one book, it was a good book. So I'm not harping on, you know, the fact I only read one book in August. Okay, so let's go to movies. Now, I watched 3 movies, and one of them was brand new to me and never watched it before. It came out in the 80s, and it is Heathers. Is it called Heathers? Yeah, and it is Heathers. And that's with Winona Ryder, Christian Slater, Shannon Doherty, and it looked like I was trying to get on a Winona Ryder kick last month. I remember I started and tried to watch Beetlejuice, and I realized I can't. That just is a little bit too much for me. Yeah, I didn't know it was that dark. So yeah, and I'm just not a fan of that. So I saw the trailer for Heathers, and I was like, you know what? Let me watch it. I didn't realize that was gonna be that like that. It kind of gives me a Mean Girls aspect, but very dark, because Mean Girls, like, it wasn't dark, they just were, you know, kind of catty and obviously mean to each other. This one was a whole another thing. It is coined as a dark comedy, and when I say it's dark, it is. Christian Slater was crazy, oh my gosh. And yeah. But again, like the girl Heather, the main one, she gave me Regina George vibes. And then I would say Winona Ryder's character, Veronica, I believe, she gave me Caddy vibes from Mean Girls. So yeah, it kind of gives you that Mean Girls aspect a little bit. Next is Birdcage, and that is with Robin Williams and who else? Nathan Lane. Now, I love that movie so much. I just stumble up on it again. I've seen that so many times. I'm a fan of Nathan Lane and always was a fan of Robin Williams, and that movie just gets me. You know, you have two gay men that they run a club, like a drag club, and Robin Williams' son is getting married, and he hasn't told his, you know, wife to be, no, he has told his wife to be that his dads are gay. And his mom, like, he kind of knows his mom a little bit, but she didn't raise him, like, yeah. So but his fiance's family, they're into politics. Like, the dad, I think, is a senator or something like that, and it's like a scandal that goes on. So yeah, and you see how it goes. It is so funny, you guys. Oh my gosh. Like Nathan Lane, he is hilarious in that. Just, I mean, the way it starts is just, it's hilarious. If you guys have not seen The Birdcage, I recommend you guys see it because it is so funny. And lastly, because we had read this book, it actually is a Hulu original movie that premiered this August. So I watched The Supremes at Earl's All You Can Eat on Hulu, and it was so good. You have Sanaa Lathan, she played Barbara Jean. You have Anjanou Ellis Taylor, she played Odette. And then you have, I know I'm going to butcher her name, Uzu, how do you say her last name? You guys know the girl from Orange is the New Black. She played Crazy Eyes or whatever her name is. Let's call her her first full name, Uzumaka, because she had a speech that she did talking about like her name, and I just love the way the story, and I love the way she says her name. But yeah, she plays Clarice, and it was so good, you guys. I have watched it several times. That's how good it is. I'm a fan of all those actresses, and one thing I do like about the movie, they stuck to the book. They didn't like add or take anything away, and that's one thing I like, because I was afraid like, oh man, they go maybe add something or take a good part away, but they did not at all. But if you guys were like kind of hesitant of watching the movie, I would say don't be. I would give it a chance because it actually was really good. Okay, so that was it for my movies that I watched. Lastly, for music. Okay, so you guys remember last month I told you I was on a Natalie Cole kick because my sister was listening to a song called La Costa, and I'm a fan of Natalie Cole, so when she sent it to me, I was like, girl, I already know that song. Like, I have that song. But she was like, well, I want to get the album with that song. And when I went to her house and I saw it, I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to get that album. So I did. I got it from Amazon for like, ooh, was it $12 or something like this? This is the Thankful album. It actually has Our Love. That's a song that she's well known for. I would say the newest song that I like on this album that I did discover is Lovers. That's the first song on there. I love the song Annie Mae, and of course La Costa. Um, and Just Can't Stay Away. So I love the way this looks. It's like you guys know how much I love watercolor, so it's so pretty. And then lastly, I was so excited to get this, and I also got this from Amazon, and it is the Emotions. This is Flowers. Actually, it's not this, you know what? The album's not even in here because it's on my record player. I have been playing it for the whole month. You guys know how much I love old school music. The Emotions were known in the 70s. And the reason why I wanted to get this one because it has the self-titled song Flowers, and then it has, ooh, I Don't Want to Lose Your Love. Also with Emotions, I like a lot of their non-singles too. I mean, they're I would say like they're in my top 5, top 10 of girl groups of all times. Um, I mean, it's just something about the Hutchinson sisters, okay? So yeah, guys, that is it when it comes to my August wrap up. Again, it was a real chill month, but now I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to like go back to full blast reading. You know that feeling that you get like when you just want to sit down and read a book? It's coming up. You know what? I want to sit and read, and especially my TBR list. That's my main priority. I got about 12 more books to read before the end of the year, and I know that I can do it. I just gotta hunker down and sit and read, and now I'm in that mood of doing that, so really excited about that. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with more Black books. Bye.